Welcome back, or welcome to Furiously Knit. This is episode 3. I'm Wendy. I am a knitter in Chicago, where I live with my 2 daughters, my twin daughters, and our 2 cats. One of whom is here again, as she always is. This is Una. I don't know if this happens to other cat-owning podcasters, but as soon as I get everything set up to start recording, the cats are here. I have a younger tabby, brown tabby named Fig, who was just here, but he is not nearly as interested as Una. So, hello, welcome. It's been a while. I think it's been over a month, or right around a month since I recorded. I did not mean to go that long, but I am a teacher. I'm a public school teacher. We are in the last month of the year. I think we have 17 more days of school. Not like I'm counting down or anything. And I think between the end of the school year for myself and the end of the school year for my daughters and springtime activities in general, I let more time go by than I intended. But maybe that's a good thing because it means I have many finished objects to share. So before we get into that, I wanted to mention what I'm wearing before I take it off because I'm getting a little warm. This is the Gartergan cardigan by Tori Yu, Tori Knits NYC. I might need to put a photo in just so that you can get a better visual, but I test knit this cardigan for Tori. It's all garter. It has an I-cord edging, and the back hem is longer. You knit short rows in the back to lengthen the back, which I love. I wanted to knit this piece when the testing call went out. I was really hoping I would get it. It's very teachery. It feels very teachery. It feels very easy. I knew that I would get a lot of wear out of it, but I've gotten way more wear than even I expected, which is amazing. It's roomy enough that I can put it on over pretty much anything. It's plain enough that it goes over everything, but it's also like it's cute enough to wear with a dress. I knit this with, it's a strand of you guys, they discontinued this yarn. This was a random yarn that I ordered from yarn.com, Webs, I believe is the name of the store. It's a fingering weight Highland wool alpaca blend. Cloudborn, I'm a terrible podcaster. Cloudborn, I think Highland alpaca, something like that. But anyway, it's discontinued. I am super sad. I love this yarn. I held it with a strand of mohair. Lana Grossa. I didn't even think to go back through my notes and look at this, but I will put it below. I'm trying to be better about putting all the information below in the description box, but it's it knit up into like a super lightweight, super soft, very warm, very comfy, goes with anything cardigan, which is exactly what I wanted. And it's probably my most worn item. The yarn is holding up really well. I mean, it's definitely fuzzy and we have a little bit of pilling happening, but like nothing major. And I wear it all the time. I wear it to work. I wear it as I walk around the city. I wear it on dates. I wear it everywhere. So highly recommend the Gartergan. I know garter stitch is having its moment. I don't know that I will be knitting another large garter stitch piece anytime soon, but I really did enjoy that one. Drinking some ginger green tea today. I needed a little caffeine. I am exhausted. I am end of school year exhausted. It's Mother's Day today in the United States. So although my girls are with their dad today, I did go pick them up and we spent the morning together. They will be 11 in August, and they're old enough now that they drink coffee. So we went out and we had our lattes together, and we had a really nice few hours together, and now they are back at their dad's, and I can relax, which it's kind of the ideal for Mother's Day, right? I do want to just send a special moment of acknowledgement to all moms, but especially moms who, like myself, are single moms. This can be a tough day. I know, I recognize and acknowledge, and it is for me. It can be a really hard day for many different reasons for many people, and I just wanted to acknowledge that. And if this has been a hard day for you, I send you my love. You're not alone. But here we are. Let's get into some finished objects. I have many. I'm very excited to show you my finally completed Saturday Shrug. I worked on this for what felt like a really long time. I just kept putting it down and getting distracted by other projects. I knit the DK weight, although, you know, I guess it was a true DK. I held 2 strands of fingering together, so I think the pattern calls for 2 strands of fingering plus a mohair. I did not use mohair in mine. I have not woven in the ends. Please disregard the yarn guts hanging out, but I have been wearing it. I've been wearing it. Again, I knit this because it seemed very practical as a preschool teacher in a very chilly classroom to have something to throw on. That I didn't have to tie or wrap, that kept my arms free, that would not get dangled into paint, glue, slime, gack, sand, the water table, and it's been great. I have been wearing it. It's been absurdly chilly in my classroom. I don't know why. But this has been the perfect thing to throw on. I'm not going to put it on now because it is warm, but I do have a photo that I can put up of me wearing it. And we are on the roller coaster of springtime weather in Chicago. It's one day will be 82 degrees, and then the next 4 days will be 50 and raining. So this has really come in handy. I knit this in the Walk Cottage Merino singles. This light blue is, the color name is Frosted Moss? I think this is one, it was Patina Moss Patina. This tealy one, I have no recollection. This bright stripe of green is Pearl Soho Linen Quill. This like chartreusey color. I will go and dig up all the color names and put them below in case you are interested. Sorry, my phone was giving me a notification. So that's the Saturday Shrug by Jackie Rose. Free pattern, wonderful pattern. I do think that I will probably end up knitting another one in the fall just because it's fun to play with different combinations of yarn. And you can never really have too many cozy things in Chicago in the cold season, so there will be another one in my future for sure. What's next? Next, okay, this will be a quickie. I finished my rainbow sock. I guess this is a half finished object. I only have one. I haven't cast the second one on yet. This is just a vanilla sock. I use the Crazy Sock Ladies vanilla sock pattern. I typically knit my socks on a 9-inch circular size. I use a size 1. This is Malabrigo sock yarn in a super rainbowy, speckly colorway that I don't remember the name of. It's gorgeous. It's super soft. I am probably going to attempt to do another summer sock camp this summer. So I think I might wait to cast on the sock number 2 until school is out. But once school is out, I will be on it. And hopefully this can be my first pair of completed summer sock camp socks. Okay, the next 3 finished objects you have not seen because I cast all of them on and finished all of them after the last episode that I recorded. So obviously they're all pretty fast, and it was very gratifying. It was a lot of instant gratification. Fuzzballs everywhere. The first one was, this is a Ghost Whisperer by Park Williams of Park and Knit. I knit mine in Surrey alpaca instead of mohair, which is what the pattern calls for. The pattern calls for a single strand of mohair. This I am obsessed with. This is Grenowy Fiber Company's Surrey alpaca in the colorway Oak Moss. And the colors, I can't get over it. I love it so much. I knit this pretty much to pattern. I did add length in the body. I did not do, this hasn't been blocked, by the way, so the I-cord looks a little wonky. I have been wearing it because I just can't resist. It's perfect for this transitional weather, but I haven't blocked it yet. And I think once I block it, this wonkiness in the I-cord will block out. I think it's just like a tension issue. I did not do, the pattern calls for a double strand of yarn for this I-cord neckline, and I did initially try, holding the suri double, but it was too thick and too bulky, and I ripped it out and I used one strand instead, and I think it's totally fine. I think that's the only modification I made other than adding some length. But the puff sleeves, you can't really tell if it's not on the body, but these sleeves are like puffy balloon sleeves. They're super cute. This Suri alpaca has zero itch. It's so soft. It's next to skin soft. I think I've already worn this half a dozen times. It's so cute under a cardigan. I really would like to wear, I have a jumpsuit that it's a gray jumpsuit, and it has tank top straps that are about 1.5 inches wide, and I just think this would be so cute under that jumpsuit with these little balloon sleeves. So I may try to, as long as the weather stays cool enough this week, I may try to work that outfit into my rotation. We shall see. So Ghost Whisperer number 1. Huge, huge success. I think I knit it in 5 days, 4 days. It gives you an idea of how quickly it knits up. I knit mine on size US 10 needles, so instant gratification. It's amazing. Now, as soon as I cast that one off, I knew I wanted to start another one right away. The pattern is that much fun. So I have several single skeins of silk mohair from the Ritual Dyes Tarot monthly subscription. And this is the March colorway, which is the 9 of Swords, I believe. So this is their Fey silk mohair base. This is actually the first skein of their mohair that I've used. They're all gorgeous and amazing, but they're all single skeins, and so I'm like accumulating them and not really using them until this. Again, I have not woven in the ends. I haven't worn this one yet. I haven't blocked or woven in ends, but look at this. How perfect for spring. And the way that this yarn was dyed, it's just, there's no color pooling. It's just very beautiful variegation. It's light blues, and there are like springy greens and browns in here, and some little pinky spots. Now, this one is a lot more sheer than my Suri alpaca version. And also mohair for me, mohair on its own, I don't think is next to skin soft. I haven't tried it yet, but I don't think I want to. So I need to find a camisole or something to wear underneath. I did not do the I-cord neck edging because this looks so pretty on its own that I don't think it needs it. I did do, instead of ribbing on the sleeves to cinch them in, I did the I-cord option that is included in the pattern as well. I can't get over how fun and fast this pattern is. I want to knit all the Ghost Whisperers. But these projects did get me thinking about my single skeins of mohair, and I have been skulking around on YouTube watching podcasts and videos about ranunculi, because that can be a single skein of mohair pattern, which could potentially be something I might consider for another one of my Ritual Dyes tarot skeins. I have a bright sort of canary yellow variegated skein that might be perfect in a ranunculus. And now there's mohair everywhere. So that's what's on my mind. Single skein mohair projects. And after I finished Ghost Whisperer number 2, I was feeling like a look at my holes needed to happen. Emily at High Fiber Knits recently finished hers in a similar color. I had a couple skeins of, so I don't have a lot of sort of the big box craft store yarns in my stash, but I did have 2 balls of Lion Brand True Boo, which is 100% rayon from bamboo. And it's super drapey. The drape is just out of control, which is why I decided to try a look at my holes. I knit the old version of the pattern. James N. Watts just released a couple of days ago the updated version, which includes short row shaping and a couple of other changes. So I knit the older version, which has no short row shaping. I mean, can you just see? I don't remember the colorway name. It's something like bronze. Maybe it is bronze. But it's sort of shimmery, sort of metallic. It's very cute over a black tank top, black camisole. And that's kind of my plan in terms of wearing this summer. This would also be super cute as like a swimsuit cover-up, I think. But I'm very excited. I mean, this knits up because of the, you know, the mesh pattern on big needles. It's super fast. I am very excited to knit version number 2. Probably in the Kelborn Woolens Mojave yarn that I actually have coming in the mail to me as we speak. I ordered the electric blue color, and I think an electric blue look at my holes is coming up next. Again, I have to weave in all these ends and deal with finishing this, but I did want to show you. I'm super excited. I feel like I already have a nice little stack of warm weather items, and it's not even June, which is very satisfying. Although I do think the mohair and the suri will probably not get a lot of wear once it's like actually warm in Chicago consistently. Which could happen, I don't think this week, but maybe next. I don't know. Well, you never really know. Okay, I took a quick break. It has now started raining. So back on goes the Garterkin. It's cooled off a bit with the rain. Okay. Those were finished objects. I've got a couple of whips to talk about and then some plans to talk about. I did mention that I want, nope, back that up. Scratch that thought for now. Okay, a whip that you have seen before, that I'm very, very excited about, is my clove sweater. This is my second clove. Rainbow speckles. My first clove I knit in a DK weight, and I love the way it fit. I loved the pattern. I knew that I wanted to knit another one. And in some swatching adventures that I had a few months back, I knit a swatch using a strand of Filcolana Arwetta held with a strand of Grenoy Fiber Company sock yarn in a colorway called Wax and Wane that I'm obsessed with. And it knit up into this dreamy fabric. And I knew I wanted to knit a clove sweater with those yarns. And so when Inga of Knitting Traditions announced that she was going to host a Dream Knit Cal, I knew that this was going to be my project for the Dream Knit Cal. So I cast on, and I did put it down for a while when the weather warmed up, but I've come back to it because I'm just so excited to have it done, even though I won't be wearing it until the fall. I'm just so in love with the fabric that I keep working on it, even though I know I'm not gonna wear it for a while. But my obsession with this yarn, this is the Filcolana Arwetta, this is the Grenoy sock yarn in Wax and Wane. It's one of those potato chippy knits, and you just want to keep going because you want to see what these speckles, you want to see how the speckles of color are going to knit up into the fabric. So I have one more skein of this after this one is done. This is my last skein of the Filcolana Arwetta, so fingers crossed. I think this is fine to finish this sleeve and do another sleeve, but we shall see. It feels a little yarn chickeny for my taste, but I think it'll be okay. Grenoy Fiber Company or Grenoy Yarn Company just had another shop update yesterday, and I really had to summon all of my willpower to not purchase more yarn because as I mentioned, I do have an order on the way to me with some Kelborn Woolens Mojave and Sandnesgarn Lena summer fibers for summer projects. So I really had to tap into all of my self-control and not order more Grenoy yarn, but the temptation was very strong. Do I regret? I don't regret. No, I don't regret. next time. There'll be another shop update. There will always be a next time. But I am so excited about clove number 2. I especially love the speckling on the back. I did a small modification. It has a split hem, and I knit the back a little bit longer than the front, just because I like that. But this is truly a dreamy knit, and I am enjoying every minute of it. Every second that I get to spend touching this beautiful fabric. So that's clove number 2. And I'm gonna talk about one more fresh cast on. I have begun a Totally tank top by Jessie Made Designs. This is all I have so far. This is just the back. So Totally tank top is like a racer back tank top. So I've begun, oh, it goes like this. I've started the back. This is as far as I've gotten. I'm knitting this in the yarn that's recommended in the pattern is Ritual Dyes Undine, which is, it's a fingering weight, 60% organic cotton, 40% linen, 382 yards. This is the colorway Rye. It's a very neutral, beigey brown color, which I'm not sure how flattering this color is going to be, but I love a neutral, so I ordered this yarn before the pattern came out, and I don't think I was aware that this is the yarn called for in the pattern. But once I had it and the pattern was released, I figured I would go for it. It is a very cropped, the sample that Jessie knit for the pattern's release is super cropped, which I will not be doing as a middle-aged mother of 2. We will not be doing a super crop, but it will probably be a little cropped. I think I'd like for it to hit just at the top of my jeans, and I usually do wear high-waisted jeans. I have kind of a long torso, so I usually do have to add, I typically add length to things that are not cropped to begin with. But even super high-waisted jeans on my body don't always end up being super high-waisted, if that makes sense. But a high-waisted skirt would also work, and I can always pull a high-waisted skirt up as high as I need it to go, unlike high-waisted jeans, which can only go so high. I am not loving the feeling of this yarn. Like, it feels a little harsh. It feels a little hard. It feels a little crispy, crunchety. It feels a little like straw. And I did knit a swatch, blocked a swatch. I think it softened up some. I think the thing with linen, and somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to remember my summer knits from last summer. I used Santa's Garden Line for a June top, and I used Kelborn Mojave Kelborn Woolens Mojave for the Sea Breeze sweater vest by Park and Knit. I don't think I've knit with a cotton linen blend, just cotton and linen. And please tell me it gets softer. I mean, I think it's got a nice drape, but the softness isn't there. And maybe that just comes with washing and wearing and time. We shall see. I mean, it definitely doesn't feel, I mean, it's not gonna be itchy. It just maybe will be a little bit hard. Just, raffia / wicker-like on the skin. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. We'll have to see. Okay, I think that's it for whips for now. I did have an acquisition I wanted to show. Whoa, oh, well, this is not a new acquisition. This is a ball of the We Are Knitters Pima cotton in a, I think it's a hand-painted colorway. It's very rainbow. One of my children has requested a Look at My Holes top in this rainbow cotton yarn. And I haven't cast it on yet, but I am excited to. It's such a quick knit that this will be done for, it should be done in like easily done in time for Pride. So that might be a fun item for my girl to wear. I live in an apartment building with a pretty close-knit group of neighbors, and we have one of our neighbors hosts an amazing Pride party / barbecue potluck every year. So my plan is to have this done in time so that Ez can wear it to the party and the Pride Parade, which is the day after the party. So that's the plan for this cotton. I have also acquired a few balls of the Knitting for Olive Pure Silk in the color Putty, which I feel like is a pretty standard thing. It's beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Fiber Future recently put out a podcast about summer tops, and there were several options that I could use the pure silk to knit up. So that is percolating in my brain. But I don't know for sure yet, so to be determined. I am excited to use this yarn. I've been wanting to use it for a long time. And I just really love the idea of 100% silk top. 100% silk fingering weight summer top sounds amazing. So that is that. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There was something. What was it? Oh, I don't have any yarn to go along with this, but Petite Knit just released the Cumulus Blouse O-neck, which is a crew neck version of the Cumulus blouse, and it's knit in mohair. And you guys know that I am a freak for mohair. And I have considered knitting the Cumulus blouse in the past, but I am not a big V-neck wearer. And the Cumulus blouse has a V-neck. So the fact that the O-neck is here is very exciting for me. I want to cast it on right now. I don't think I will, because I think that the focus right now needs to be on warm weather knits. But I'm kind of dying to cast it on. And I have my mohair stash situation is I have those single skeins from Ritual Dyes Tarot Club, and I have sweater quantities of Knitting for Olive mohair, silk mohair in blue, and then I have a tin silk mohair sweater quantity in blue, and I think that's it. So I don't have, and I don't think I want a Cumulus O-neck in blue. I could marl it with another color. That would be an option, but I don't have enough. I don't have a large enough quantity of a different color at this point in time. So the Cumulus O-neck is probably a project for the fall, but I'm very excited about it. I think it's beautiful. I think that peach color that Petite knit up that sample in is gorgeous. Probably not on my skin tone, but it's just so like beautiful and springy, and I will be thinking and percolating, ruminating, marinating on my own version of that. Okay, friends, I think that's it for now. I am exhausted. Thank you for being here. Let me know if you have any suggestions for a summer top. Sleeveless preferred in Knitting for Olive pure silk. I would love to hear your ideas. I hope you're all doing well. I do have a plan. I think my next video will not be a traditional podcasty sort of video. I think I will go through all of my spring and summer knits from last year and this year and sort of talk about, well, for last year's knits, what did I wear? What did I love? What was problematic? And then maybe some ways that I've been styling them, just because I love to watch those kinds of videos. So maybe you might like to watch them too. All right, everybody, take care. Happy knitting. Happy Mother's Day, if it applies to you. And I will see you next time.